So Anthony made a response to my video about os where he says, no, it's fine, you can say it, it's respectful, but that's not right. He basically is saying that based on what the people from kyokushin say, that it's an acceptable word. And within, kyokushin karate, it is an acceptable word. And within Yoshinkan Aikido, it's an acceptable word. But everywhere else, it's not. You know, um, if you're talking to magicians, you can say, I'm going to vanish something. But anywhere else, that's not acceptable to use vanish as a verb, because it's not a verb. But within that jargon, it's an acceptable usage. So, you're dealing with a word that is acceptable usage within a specific parameter. So, um, it's like in if you talk to your company commander, or I don't know if it's the same in like the army or the Marines or whatever, your drill sergeant or your drill instructor. You don't call him sir. Everywhere else in the world, it's respectful to call someone sir, but not within that. So it's the same. It might be you know respectable within Kyokushinryu or within Yoshinkan to say os for all these different things, but in normal life, in every other martial art, no, you don't do it. You know, like I said, it goes back to the Budo Senman Gakko, which is the Japanese military academy from the late 1800s. So, I was asked if that might be the reason why it's used in Yoshinkan, because it's more militaristic. And you would think that also, when you're looking at something like Kyokushin, they would want to use a word that's tougher, like os, because one, you're dealing with a guy who isn't actually Japanese; he was Korean, so he already has that working against him. And two, they're you know basically trying to be the most violent, most hardcore, most tough group there is. So obviously, you want to use a language that reflects that type of ideology. You know, everywhere else, though, you want to have that, proper type of keigo, polite language, that kind of thing. So, obviously, within one context, you can use the word. But if you leave that circle, you don't want to use the word. There's words that people within certain groups use that, if you're not from that group, I would not use that word, if you understand what I'm saying. So, that's basically how it works. I would consider os to be jargon, so used specifically within certain contexts of only kyokushin and, Yoshinkan Aikido, or used by kids trying to sound tough. Anything else is basically disrespectful and it's to be avoided. The reason why you see Goku saying os and hear him using ora, and then having to change it to, Ohayo gozaimasu, and then, watashi wa, and all that normal speaking, is because he's being portrayed as someone who is basically a bumpkin. You'll hear Goku say it, you won't hear Vegeta say it. You'll hear Naruto say it, you won't hear Sasuke say it. What other anime characters are there that use that word? Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of them. Maybe Kenichi? I don't know. I haven't watched that in a long time. Probably Sakaki. He would probably use it. I think he has used it, actually. But the point is, you're dealing with people who are just uncivilized, and that's why they're using a word like os. Everyone else would use the proper language and, give deference to people who are their superior, or, just common courtesy. Use it within your groups if you all agree on it, and then, you won't find it in other forms of martial arts. You won't find it in Okinawan karate because well, one, it's a mainland Japanese word, you know, just doesn't really appear that much. That's about it, so, you know, the end.